welcome to the channel. It's your man Lock here. For anybody new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Just a shout out, we got that mic rolling live today, first video. Shout outs to all my sponsors and supporters of the channel. Even though I didn't have a mic at the time, we got one rolling in now. And let's go ahead and get into locking down some of this content. First on the agenda is we're good, Smackmaster 3000. We got some new juicy rewards coming out for the new six-year anniversary for Marvel Future Fight. And so let's check out what we got going on. Naturally, just like last year, we have our D-Day countdown, where we get a T3 selector and an anniversary card on D-Day. For those of you who don't know how to, or not really know how to, but for those of you who don't understand how the calendar works, think of it as like a spaceship blasting off, man. It's a countdown. It's going to start on the 4th of this month, and that will be day 25, where you're going to get a 6-star selector, and kind of what I'm assuming here in the check-in points is it's also going to give us the option to T2 the character as well, kind of like a bonus. I'm assuming here is what it looks like to me. So at the end of the day, we're going to be looking at one regular 6-star selector, which is going to be right here, and then we're going to have an X-Gene selector, which is going to be right here. And we're not only just going to get those 6 stars, but we're also going to be able to Mega Tier 2 those, like, off the top. So in a sense, those are also like 2 more extra Mega Tier 2s for you guys, on top of the external Mega Tier 2 tickets that are going to be included in this year's event. We got some spicy T3 mats in here. I know some of you guys out there like myself, those TCPs and those Essence, you know, you're starving for those things. And you know, with Null and Mephisto being released, CCF ain't really that much of a big deal. So I know for you guys, like I said, just like myself, these Essence and these TCPs are looking really juicy. On top of that, we got 600 crystals that are going to come along with the event. We got 3 different potential enhanced tickets, excuse me, that will help us push the barriers of some of these characters that we might be struggling and having issues with getting that potential. I know we all love those one-shot potentials, and sometimes they just don't come in. So those will be a good save for us later on down the line. We're going to get an Odin's Blessing, and apparently this year's card, based on the notes down here at the bottom, it's going to have only 1 random stat, where 5 of the stats on it are going to be static, which means those are going to be main stats through and through. That's kind of a first here in Marvel Future Fight. Usually the anniversary cards, you know, they're just like any other standard card, 3 static main stats at the top, and then we have the 3 rollable options at the bottom. Well, from the way this is looking, we're going to have 5 static stats, which is kind of awesome, depending on what stats we actually get. So we'll see what happens with that, and what stats it comes with to determine whether that card's going to be pretty good. But even if it's not, just like most other years, it will throw down a nice little collection completion for you just by picking up that card. We're going to get an Odin's Blessing box, some comic card chests for a mythic card, some gold, just other standard stuff. But I know for the most of you, it's going to be those bios, the TCP, the Essence, and these Mega Tier 2s that are coming live. As for the T3 selector, we got some new characters that have been added to the box from last year. We have many of the same characters: Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Sharon Rogers, and Cyclops. New this year, we have Black Widow, which was a big deal last year. because a lot of people thought that Black Widow might be added to that T3 selector because of the promotion arts and stuff that the Marvel Future Fight team threw online. But myself, even though it didn't happen, I wasn't really too bummed about it, because honestly, even though a lot of people were, you got to read the fine print at the bottom. And at the fine print at the bottom last year, it legitimately said the same characters that I just listed, minus Black Widow. Her name did not appear as a selectable character from the get-go. And I know people made an assumption, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes an assumption is the devil's playground, and it makes a fool out of everybody involved. Well, I condone Marvel Future Fight's promotion using her image as part of the T3 selector anniversary promotion. No, but at the same time, I also have to kind of blame the players on that end for thinking that it was going to be something that wasn't, when they could have just read the fine print from the get-go, just like I did. But anyways, excuse me. We do have Black Widow in the selector box this year. I will say she's still good. She's kind of fallen off a bit, especially on the PvP side, with more and more characters coming in with ignore iframe and whatnot. Her value's kind of just shot down the tubes. Too many characters can just straight up hyper dunk her. And you got characters like Silver Surfer, Sentry. Sentry with the one. He basically just spams ignore iframe inevitably. You got Hulk. He's got iframe on the 3rd. He's going to be on in the selector this year as well. We got Black Bolt, Storm, Ghost Rider, and Venom also being added. Now, there's going to be a lot of controversy behind who you're going to want to pick, who you're not going to want to pick. And relatively, it's you don't want to listen to a bunch of other people telling you who you should pick, who you shouldn't pick. It's going to be based on your roster. Wholeheartedly, it's going to be based on your roster. If you like Cap, if you like Thor, Iron Man, Spider, if you like any of these characters, and they're just like a favorite beloved character, obviously go ahead and pick that character if you just love that character. Now, if you don't just love the character, then I wouldn't recommend some of these. Some hard passes, personally for me, are going to be Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Captain Marvel, Winter Soldier, Black Panther, Ant-Man, Sharon Rogers, and mainly because I either have those T3, or they're useless T3s, or they're close to already being T3. Like Captain America, as an example, I already have him at level 66. I haven't really worked on him too much. His T3 is kind of wonky. It's either a hit or miss with that T3. So for me, even though I have the Hydra Cap uniform, for me, because he's already level 66, there's no point in me wasting the resources that I used to get him to level 66 just to pop a selector on him. And same goes with many of these others. I've got Hulk T3, I've got Ghost Rider T3. My Venom is at level 70, so I'm currently working on him to T3. So for me personally, the best choices for me is going to be Black Bolt. Now, contrary, I could go ahead and do Cyclops or Black Widow. My Black Widow is 66, my Cyclops is 68. Cyclops is a great lead for many teams in the game, but because they're so close, I'm not going to bother. So for me, Black Bolt is going to be my choice. For the majority of people, I'm going to go ahead and off the top, your top 3 is going to be Black Bolt, Ghost Rider, and Thor. And Venom coming in at number 4. Now, keep in mind, if you already have these T3, it's going to dwindle your list. If you don't have many of these T3s, or you don't have any T3s, if you're a lower end player that doesn't have what a lot of other players have just yet, and they're still at level 60, tier 1, or level 60, tier 2, go for Ghost Rider every time. He's an absolute monster for Null. He's an absolute monster in GBR. He's an absolute monster in versus Ebony. Like, he's the king in hell. Like, he is the Ghost Rider. Take him all day. If you already have him T3, then you know you're gonna want to go for Thor. So long as you have the Herald uniform, you're gonna want to go for Black Bolt. So long as you have his newest uniform. Grant you, Black Bolt's damage isn't as high on his skills as most other characters, but when you hit that T3, he's gonna hit like a truck. So yeah, he's definitely up there in the top 3 after Ghost Rider, and then Venom. And all three of these tops after Ghost Rider can all clear Null. Every one of them. Venom can clear Null, Thor can clear Null, and Black Bolt can clear Null. So long as you have to have the right builds. Your card's got to be done up right, or at least half decent. Some you're going to want CTPs on. Excuse me. But past that, those are going to be my top 4 picks out of the selector there. It's going to be Ghost Rider, Venom, Black Bolt, and Thor. And then, of course, choose if you just absolutely love the character. Some characters I would shy away from, like, big time. It's going to be Winter Soldier, Black Panther, and Spider-Man. Those are going to be, like, your bottom dirt 3. Don't pick those. You pick those, you're just going to hurt your account, waste resources that could have actually done something for your account and cleared you some content. Don't pick those 3. Alright, moving on. From this, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good and a pretty decent anniversary. Who knows what they're going to throw out there at us on top of this, on top of the fact that we just had the mid-month. We got no tier 3. We did get Cersei. She is quite good, but we're kind of missing that expected April Fool's tier 3 or something of the like. If not, well, it could be just the rewards for this anniversary, which I can deal with. But that pretty much wraps that up for the anniversary and this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, comment down below what you think, maybe some content you want to see from the channel in the future, and get to locking it down. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is a locked up recording, so we're going to do it again.